Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down carry for Booker. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Booker on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Come on, D. 13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Booker from the pistol. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Andrew. Hey, let's go. I got one. Hey, exit. 951. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. Like 20! No, check that. We're on like 52, right? Hey, wahoo!
On play action, now Rnfl. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
59. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Watch out. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under 10. Lock.
On second down, it's Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On second down now, Booker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, team 6. I got it. 51's the mic.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 52.
Bravo.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
So don't say nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he sheds himself free.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, look into that end zone real fast.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Here we go.
They're running it. Bang.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
White.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On third down, Booker. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I got you. I got you.
Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Check Black 46. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Slam. 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check 43.
11.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 4.
Here's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets will extend their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, it's Hines. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? There's Garoppolo to throw. And Allen's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. It's caught by Herndon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one just...
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with Williams, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
There he goes right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle